Hey everybody. Good morning. It's a bright, shiny day. No rain. Could use a little rain, but that's okay. We have a lot of rain around here. So I'm going to update you starting with some new addition to the homestead. Not the first time we've done this animal, but the first time we've done this breed. So wish us luck. Smaller animals are easier to handle right now because we still need to expand our pastures, do some more fencing, that kind of thing. So this is what we are doing. Besides incubating from our current egg layers and heritage breeds, we just got a delivery, special delivery of these sweet little ones right here. They are pecans, and they are huge. I did not expect them to be so big, and I don't think that the little Australops expected them to be that big either. But I have them in a pretty large area, so I think they'll be all right, at least for a while. Depends on how big they grow, how quickly. All the Australops are hiding underneath the plate because I think they're just a little overwhelmed by the bigness. So we'll have to see. There's 10 of them. They all got here safely. Only one of them was a little wobbly. You can see it, this one right here, over here in the corner. A little wobbly. He was doing cartwheels earlier, so I'll have to keep an eye on that one. Cut it out! Hey, that was a good one. They're peeking out like, what's going on, man? I guess good news is that the little one we called Shelly. Is that you, Shelly, out there being brave? Is that you, Shelly? Give it to him. You give him what fur? I think Shelly's a little smaller than that, but Shelly was called Shelly because she had a shell stuck to the back of her back. Could not seem to get it off, so I had to help her out. And she seemed like she might have had an issue with her foot at first, but she seems to be doing well. She's come back quite well. Maybe that's due to the magic water, and we're hoping that's going to come out okay. I would expect that today we will be putting in a full 36 or 32. I think it's 32. There you go, roly poly. A full 30, like 32 or 36. I'll have to recount that. Anyway. And those will be all Delawares. I'm hoping that my Delaware rooster has been taking care of his part of the bargain there, because my plan is to basically hatch eggs and sell them to in our community to bring in a little bit of money, at least to help cover feed. I'm not a commercial grower or breeder by any means, and I will never pretend to be. But that's the best that I can do at this point with things going on in my life. So I hope that if you know anybody that's interested in having some dual-purpose birds, they are 5 to 6 months before they do start laying. And it was to the day. Also, I'm gonna say on a good meat bird feed, if you were gonna do them as meat birds, I would start them out anyway on a meat bird feed. They would be probably 16 weeks would be the best, average 5 to 6 pounds. We did ours at 14 weeks, and I can bring you over here. Light's not too good over here by the freezers. But let's see if I can find one that is whole. Yeah, we're doing pretty good on freezers. 2 of them still. see here. Yes, this is... Stop. Oh, I'm pulling on a turkey, not on a hen. Okay. All right, so this one, this is a 14-week-old Delaware hen. Now, doesn't it look a little familiar to Walmart? Yes, it does. Size-wise, it does. Now, let me see if I can show you by comparison. Well, there's another Delaware, a wee bit bigger. I don't know why I did not my stickers fell off of those. I weigh all of my chickens, so I don't know why the stickers aren't on them, but a lot of them we just went ahead and broke down, because of course the best of it was the breasts. I mean, they're delicious. I'm not going to say that they're not a good eating bird, but by weight, yeah, you might be a little closer to a Walmart bird if you process them before 16 weeks. And you need to use a good meat bird feed. In our area, we use MPS. They've been fair and really good prices, so we're really happy with them. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. So this one right here. This is a 5-pound, 5.6 pound, what you would normally call a meat bird when you get birds from hatcheries and you're buying a meat bird. This is what you're gonna see, and this one you're gonna be processing at 8 weeks. They are little monsters when it comes to eating. So you can see the difference. I wish I had a weight on that one. A little bit structurally longer. I couldn't even tell you that could possibly have been a rooster for all I know. But you can see the difference. Yeah, it takes longer, but if you want to be self-sufficient, you can't breed this one. The meat birds they sell as meat birds, I don't know why the name of it is escaping me. I'm sure some of you guys will comment what it's called. My mind is not what it usually is. For recollection right off the bat. We used to call them dinosaurs. Not just because of Justin Rhodes. But yeah, they grow really fast. They go through a lot of feed. And it was expensive. So the Delawares, they spread out their feed, so they don't consume a lot in a short period of time. So for us, being just the two of us, there were several reasons why we chose this. We don't have a large family, so we're not providing meat for a large family, so we don't need to have a processing day of 25, 50 or more birds. We don't need that. Physically, we don't need that either. It's rough. So for us, we can do it like old homesteaders used to do when they wanted a chicken, the day of they wanted a chicken. Mom or Pop or one of the kids would go out and they would just get a chicken. And they were basically cooking it the same day they killed it. So, not that that's as far as we're going to go with that, but economically, it's a good way to go, because, like I said, you don't have to buy huge quantities of feed all at the same time to keep up with these birds that are eating like crazy at up to 8 weeks, and then busting your butt to process that many all at once. So yes, you may get a little bit bigger bird, but when it comes right down to it, for double the amount of time, 16 weeks as opposed to 8 weeks, you're still going to get that same size bird, 5 to 6 pounds. Now, some people can get them up to 8. I personally, whenever I've had a chicken that was that big, it to me was tougher. So, I am willing to take that longer period of time to grow them out. I don't need to get it, oh, I got to get these out of the brooder because I got another one coming, or out of the tractor because I got another, another one's coming from a hatchery. I do it myself. I can regulate it myself. I can time it right. So that's why we chose to do it this way. That's why we chose this breed of chicken. And because we couldn't get our hands on any turkeys, I would love to try to breed turkeys. Another very, very hard thing to do. When we have more fencing, don't you pick on her. Oh my, she made it underneath the heat plate. Oh, it came right back out. Okay. The ducks don't like being on the heat plate because it's pretty low. So that's good. There's a little bullying. Oh, you didn't. There's a little bullying going on. Somebody's going to get a bald head if they go up underneath there. So we went with the Pekin ducks. We had done khaki Campbells before. They are just not, they're not meat birds. They're not good meat birds. So the pecans are really good for that. Yes, I am going to do a breeding program on them. There's only 10 of them, so I have no idea what sex they are. They're unsexed, so we'll see. Hopefully that breeding program will go well, and I'll be able to hatch out their eggs as well. And then we'll see. I'm sorry, I'm watching a duck. The duck is, this particular duck is trying to eat, and it's like, okay, you need to go get a drink, dude. Because ducks have to have water to eat. And everybody else seems to be okay with the food, but you're just being weird. I think that might be the one that was a little bit interesting. So let's hope we don't have a loss, because when you only have 10, one loss, or any losses aren't all that great, but they're not cheap. The Pekin ducks were over $11 a piece. That's a huge investment. Mary McMurray is really good about it, though. If 48 hours you lose something, they're going to give you your money back or replace it. So anyway, well, we'll see how this little adventure goes, and I'll check on them a little later. We got good temperatures going in here. Good water, good food. Everything seems to be under control, and we'll check on them later. I'm going to also mention real quick, I don't know if anybody in this area knows that MPS, they had a mix out right now of canola and a grass seed that they're doing for, well, not weighed physically, 50-pound bags, but they're in the 50-pound bags that they sell their feed in, which, okay, yeah, you go to all the other places, 50 pounds isn't easy to come by. Everybody's dropping the numbers and raising the prices. So they were selling these grass seed mixed with canola for pasture and stuff to fill in holes for $10. $10, dude. I mean, that's cool. So we've got that, and we need to get that out on our pastures to fill in some of our bare spots and get our pastures built up. So just wanted to plug them for you and give you the opportunity to take advantage of that too. Sorry about my voice. I don't know why I keep losing my voice. We finally got our title on our wheels, so now we can get into the shop and figure out why the check engine light's on, and also get a hitch on it so that we can pull our little trailer and do what things we need to do. This is the extent of my garden. Mainly because we just haven't had the time or money or energy to plant, which is still early. We're okay. I mean, we could possibly do this. We could still do it. We'll just have to see. But all of my tomato starts, I guess I started them too early in anticipation, and they all died because I couldn't get them in the ground. So these are a few of the grape tomatoes that I had. Basil Carrie bought at the grocery store. These are all peppers of different types, and they're looking a little, I don't know, they're looking a little sad, but I'm hoping they'll bounce back. I put some nuts on them. We have some cold weather that was supposed to come through. Just a little cold. It's not really, cold snap really, but I covered them. Thought maybe the heat was getting to them. And sheepies got moved. We took them out of this area that they were mowing for us. They did a good job, but sheep really are picky. I'm telling you what. when it comes to what they like and what they don't like. Just kind of annoying. Because that's why people run cows and then run the sheep behind them. That would be an awesome thing if we could do that, but can't right now. They're all underneath the shade. Hey, sheep, 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 what you doing? Hey, sheep, 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 sheep. Yeah, not gonna come out for you. Everything's in bloom, so my allergies are terrible. Everything's all green back up again. The grass is finally growing. Yay! Other than getting some things taken care of with the car, probably gonna run the mower tractor. We're gonna be selling the tiny house on wheels homestead over in Parsons, Tennessee. If anybody's interested, you can comment below. I'll be watching that. We haven't officially posted it because we still have a renter in it. Great girl. We're gonna miss having her there. She was just it was just a God-given situation that happened. It's unfortunate that we can't be her landlord, keep running to her, but financially we really just need the cash, larger cash all at once, and get out from under it, so to speak, so that we can, get some things done here like this. This is our problem. Water getting up against the house. I'm sure it's done some damage to the foundation, but so far it hasn't caused anything. Oh, good for you, you're finally crowing. So we're grading all of this because when they put the pool in, I'm sure I explained, all this rise was because they dug a hole for a pool and just dumped it here and created a situation where their house was going to get flooded every time it rained. So that's what's done the damage to this house, to the foundation. So we are grading this all out, and what we're going to do is, once it's graded better, this needs to come down more. It's too much of a dip, because it tends to roll down the hill, like right here. We're going to put some rock in, and I think the sidewalk and all that we took out here, Carrie's going to put down this little lane area here, and then we'll put the rock around all of it. We're going to be placing these guys right here, and over here, and we're going to do just a walkout. I would call it a float deck. It's not going to be real tall, to come out from the back side of the house, so that we can keep the dogs on it when we want them outside, but we don't want them to have run of the whole property. It's quite possible this part of the property will also be a rotational area for sheep, chickens, whatever. So that's what we got going on here. And of course the deck is on over here. This deck we're gonna move, so we're not gonna have to go buy another deck or deck materials. This is the garden. And this is where all this dirt has been going back where it started. Not the best dirt in the world, and there's a lot of sod in it, so it needs to be really gone through and tilled and all of that. So it's kind of, I don't even know if we're really going to do a garden in here this year, just because of that. It's going to take us a while to get this moved, and then once we get it moved, then we have to pull out all this ick that's under here, which is mainly a lot of sand, and get the quality of the planting soil up. Everybody's doing good out there. Chickens are out there, and we're gonna need to do some fencing. We had started it. We have everything but the actual fence itself. We have all the posts. We have, we went ahead and put in the poles for the gates. We have another pole up top to go along here and put fencing all the way up and back to the meet up with the other one, because we've been having a lot of stray dogs coming into the property. People don't keep their dogs in, and ours have actually started to go further than they're supposed to go. So anyway, that pretty much does it. If you know anyone who wants to start a little homestead on about 3 acres and wants to live a minimal life, we have a tiny house on wheels, and it is in our history, and on our website there are plenty of videos of the tiny house being delivered, all the changes that we made to the tiny house. There's lots of video of the property itself, and you're more than welcome to contact us. We're open to offers. It's going to be financing on a tiny house is hard to get because it's a personal loan, but there are some people out there that do tiny house loans. It may have to be a new one. So ours was built in 2018. So, but you can look into it, and if you're interested, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say anything about how much on here. We'll deal with that later. So, but you're welcome to contact us, and we can talk to you personally. So, we're just glad that you join us and that you're following us, and we're doing our best to keep up on our videos, and we really appreciate your being so faithful with us. And we hope that you have a wonderful day. God bless you, and keep yourselves safe out there. We're praying for you, Oklahoma. Take care of the community. I know the community will come together and help. So you have a lovely day. Thanks. Bye.